Hello, everybody. My name's Ardendris, and welcome back to Ezrebeth, A Holiday Mindfudge, Definitive Edition. I feel like having all of that info in the title is important, because it's all technically important information. Like, this isn't the base game, this is the Definitive Edition with extra chapters, but that is also such a mouthful. I might just start truncating it to Ezrebeth soon. Anyways, last time, we started up our second day, or third day technically, because we went through two in the first one. So basically, it started with our sister showing up, and we sort of let her in, and we started looking at everything once again. Because so far it seems like each person who shows up is going to have two of the things in the room, but have a special bit of dialogue. Most of these things will just say like the same things they either said on the first day, or at least they'll say the same things they do throughout the day. Except each character seems to have two things that they'll give special notice to. Like for Vol, it was this jar and these drawers, and in fact this jar actually gave us one of the achievements because Vol likes the texture and he thinks the jar is pretty. And it has a cute little picture that we can see on the main screen if we go back into... actually, we can come back to the save in a moment. If we go into memories, or not memories, trophies, there it is. You can see Jarboy found out what Vol's favorite thing is. It's so cute. That picture is adorable. But yeah, did that. For Vol, it's this jar in these drawers. For Ishobello, it was the rugs and the painting. For our sister, it was the sink full, and then I want to say it was the family photo. Although the extra info she gave us about that might have been from the like talking to her about the clue. Because that's what we did. Basically, our sister showed up, we went back looking back through everything, and then we can see a bit about our history, about our about some of the different clues we found. We can use our psychic powers to see what they're really thinking, like we did with Vol. I think we already read that. Ask about the clues. All of these we've already gone through, and it says, I don't know anything else. So we're done with Vol. We've gone through the same thing with Vol and our sister, going through all of that stuff, seeing about different clues, finding out that things are even subtly changing as far as like the whiskey got to a better year and whatnot. That's pretty cool. We're starting to get a bit more information, but still nothing really all that we really know. Other than our sister is not lying and Vol, there's something shadowy in his future, which, yeah. Though Vol's a character who shows up in both Pitstop and Purgatory as at the very end for like a little cameo, and Purgatory and Poetry in Purgatory rather. Yeah, he doesn't have a good future. His future isn't featuring very well. But, yeah, that's about it. Sister showed up, we got some more clues. Vol showed up, we got more clues, but we don't really know what's happening. Up next, we still have to go through all of Ishobello's stuff. Ishobello, it's time for you to be useful.
Oh, yes, that is to say, really? If it pleases you, Mama.
Talk about something, use Psychic Touch, or ask about clues. I guess we'll talk about something first, just go in order as we have been. Let's talk about things the way we did when you were a child.
Thoroughly and matter-of-factly.
Precisely. About Chata. Have you spent much time with your father lately?
Oh, yes. Well, I suppose that comes down to your definition of much.
Let's use the definition more than with your mother. That does not seem difficult.
Oh, then yes, a fair bit, I'd say.
Really now?
On account of you wishing for privacy and Papa being, well, how does one say, and by which I mean?
Kinder, warmer, more pleasant.
Volumnius really loves his grandfather. Papa is very good with him. in a way that you...
He is a lovely man.
We can both learn from him, I believe. No offense intended, of course, Mama.
About your work as the CEO of the hospital.
St. Casarace Hospital is flourishing, I hear. Oh, yes. We have a committed staff of medical professionals which respect firm leadership. Success was inevitable, really.
So the family business has reached all new heights under your firm leadership, then? Genius as you are.
I didn't mean...
You might not be quite as moronic as I make you out to be, but never forget how much was handed to you. Money, opportunity, education. You being a success is not something to be celebrated. It is the bare minimum. In fact, you could have been so much more.
What more could I possibly...
Silence! Don't you dare talk back to your mother. Quack, quack, quack. I'll remove your success just as fast as you gained it. Do you understand?
Yes, Mama.
It's a wonder no one wants to be around us. About your marriage. You do know that your wife is a gold digger, right?
Well, you have been quite vocal in that belief, Mama.
Belief, is it? The only thing that's keeping her and that little twerp around is my money. Tell Ramsia that you're broke and she'll be out of Casarache Manor tomorrow.
I'm happy to hear you use her name, Mama. However, and it may be that I never told you this, but when she and I met, I intentionally hid my economic privileges from her. In order to avoid a gold digger situation, as you refer to it. Perhaps I am not quite as disappointing as you.
You absolute fool. You really believe you had her fooled. The Casarache family is famous. Reputable enough to rival the likes of the Werton family, the Cordial family, heck, even the Salvi family. Hold on. Salvi. Was this reference in here before? Like, Ezrebeth came out before Purgatory and Poetry in Purgatory. Why do I keep calling it Purgatory and Purgatory? That's not the name. But the main character of Poetry in Purgatory is Isabelle Salve. I'm now forgetting if her name is Isabelle or Isabella. Or if I just have that completely wrong. Why am I second guessing myself on this one? But I know for a fact her last name is Salve. Did this line exist before, or was this added in after Poetry was made? Ooh. Now I don't know if that's cool foreshadowing for the game that didn't exist yet, or if this is a cool homage to their last game, or in development games, because only part of that one's released too. Ooh, now I'm not sure. I like that. Cool. She obviously found out somehow, if she didn't already know when she saw your vacant face for the first time. There's no other possible reason why someone would want...
Why someone would want what, Mama?
Let's talk about something else. Quack, quack. Have I mentioned I don't really like Ezrebeth yet? I think I have. But, yeah. About your childhood. Does your son hate studying as much as you did?
I didn't hate...
Oh, come on. You used to throw those books around you in futile acts of rebellion. I'd call it cute were it not for the fact that your petty tantrums often broke family valuables.
What do you want me to say, Mama?
I don't know. I find myself curious, I suppose.
He loves it. It took time for me to learn the value of studying and the ways in which it can elevate both your mind and societal status. For him, however, it's more about fun.
Which is why you're trying to keep him in line. He can't have too much fun, I assume.
Do you disapprove?
I didn't say that.
Very good then, Mama.
About my abilities.
My abilities frighten you, do they not? Hmm. It is wise to be wary of that which you do not understand.
It's wiser still to try understanding it.
How could I possibly, when you barely understand it yourself, Mama?
You're not wrong.
Growing up, they called me the son of a witch. It was terrible.
I'm sure having a nice home filled with everything you could have ever wished for, helped ease the pain.
That's neither here nor there.
Would you look at that? Even my own... Let's try that one again. Would you look at that? Even my own son fears me. How grand.
I do not fear you, Mama, but your abilities, as you call them.
They are a part of me, just like I am part of you. And you may despise me behind locked doors, as I'm sure you do, but remember that everything that's good in your life also came from me.
I know that, Mama.
Good. And don't you dare forget it. Enough talking for now.
I understand, Mama.
Use the psychic touch.
I can use my abilities to see if there's something hidden behind those less than stellar eyes. Maybe a secret, maybe a hidden intent, or something else entirely. I'm going to touch you now, Ishobello. You are going to use that, I take it.
Correct.
I understand.
Good. Close your eyes and count to 10 in any given language or alphabet.
I shall do so in early Cyrillic.
You don't have to announce your choice. Now hold still. Let's see things for what they really are. I sense anxiety, pride, and a major inferiority complex. Absolutely no surprises there. I wonder why you might have an inferiority complex and sense and anxiety. No idea where that might possibly come from. We're done.
Already?
Yes.
I do pride myself on my efficiency.
I know. Character profile in Ishobello is updated. Da-da-do. Using my touch on him revealed that he's a neurotic mess. No surprises to speak of, in other words. Anyways, ask about clues. I need you to put your intellect to use, limited as it may be.
Of course, Mama.
Ask about the date. My calendar is behaving quite strangely.
Yes, have you tried keeping it up to date? What use is keeping track of time if you don't, well, track it?
Yes, I know it isn't August. That's not the problem, though.
Honestly, Mama, if you are so intent on lagging behind, you should at least cross days off within the same month. It's entirely unchanged from our last visit, after all.
Why, you... Last visit. And when was that exactly?
Oh, right. 1 year ago, the previous holiday season. We really should visit more often.
Apparently we were, at some point in the last week, close together, because we took that picture together.
You really should not. But more importantly, I didn't have a calendar last year.
So you're not making any sense right now, Ishobello.
Why, I'm sure you're mistaken. You've always had a calendar, Mama. Losing some memories here and there is nothing to be ashamed of in your old age.
This incessant son of mine... Would he be right about this? Did I have a calendar last year or not? I'm certain I didn't. But at this point, can my memories truly be trusted? Oh, the date has been updated once more? Ishobello claims that my calendar is unchanged from last time, which he says was last year, but I'm certain I didn't have a calendar back then. Okay, so there's that. A warning. Have you seen any woman dressed in white lately? Outside of doctors at work, I mean.
What a peculiar question, Mama. May I inquire as to why you would want to know that?
You may not.
That's terribly suspicious.
You're losing him, Butterbeth? Fine, I'll tell you. I was hoping to buy something for your wife, and I think white may be a good color for her.
So, you were looking for inspiration?
Yes.
That's wonderful. Mama, it fills my soul with such joy that you've decided to get closer to your family.
I almost feel bad lying about this.
However, I cannot aid you in this matter. I rarely even notice the clothes that people wear, so I'm not the right person to ask. However, the sentiment is greatly appreciated.
Alright then. What a waste of a good lie. Ask about Cruel World, which he believed to be called Wonderful World. What did you say that the name of the painting was again?
Cruel World, of course. I'm still ashamed that I got it wrong earlier, not once but twice. Unforgivable, really.
Almost. There's still something strange about this. I can feel it.
Okay. My apologies, Mama, I know nothing more about this.
Okay, so for now it's just going to be left there, but obviously there's something going on. Ask about Gift of Whiskey. Which year was better for Eau de Savadelier? In 1986 or 1987?
Is this a serious question, Mama? It's obviously 1986. It would take a special kind of uncultured individual to not know that.
Indeed. Would you say that buying the wrong bottle is an easy mistake to make?
Hardly. Each year's edition is uniquely labeled, colored, and shaped in such a way that only a blind person, or a truly ignorant one, would confuse the 1986 bottle with its 1987 counterpart. But then again, you already knew all of this, don't you?
Yes, I do. Just as I thought. Family photo and sync foil are all that remains before we're kicking out these two. So ask about family photo. Where was this photo taken?
In Casarache Manor, just last week.
So I went all the way to your home just a few days ago.
Yes. We were all quite surprised that you were willing to make the journey.
It doesn't sound like me at all.
I agree, Mama.
The mystery of the photo seems no closer to being solved. Okay. Photo. There it is. The photo was taken in Casarache Manor, where Ishupello lives with his wife and son. Why would I ever bother to go all the way there? Ba-dum, 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 bum. And finally, Sync Full. Are you aware of the Sync Full's many special properties?
I believe I've heard about some of them, yes.
From whom?
Oh, I believe Aunt Begonia talked to me about them some time ago. I really don't remember clearly.
Why would she talk to you about flowers?
I have no idea, Mama.
Dang that Begonia. That it? That's it. Okay. Actually, there was something else.
Mama?
That's enough of that. You may resume doing nothing.
Very well, Mama. I shall resume doing nothing.
I think that's everything. The date has been reset. No new info. Shadowy thing still out there. Cruel world. Fascinating. Hanging there. Why did I even put that up? I believe that all of the rest of this is just the same. I think I've scrolled through everything and it's just... yeah, nothing new. Jahar. My grandson seems taken for this for some reason. Nothing of note. And that just brings up the same photo here, so nothing there. Strange. Why do I look so happy? Cool. So that's it for these two visitors. Next up is going to be Charta, and then it will be the end of the day, so... Is it time to ask the undynamic duo to leave the premises? Now then, kindly leave and don't come back.
Mama?
I mean, don't come back until next time you're back. sure, great save, or something. Father, what is grandmother saying?
She's trying to tell us to leave.
But she's being weird.
It's the best she can do, Vol.
Are you aware that I can still hear you, you utter fools?
Oh, right, that's... Bye.
Goodbye, you two.
With that done, next should be... right on schedule. My dear husband. I'll always make time for him, at least a little. Open the door.
Because we can't interact with anything until he's in here anyways.
Good day, my love. Charter. I keep forgetting how handsome he is. Dang it, I feel like a schoolgirl all over again when he looks at me like this. Get your stuff together, you old hag. You have a mystery to solve. You don't have time to enjoy things. Nor do you deserve to. Ezra, you seem distracted. Oh, it's nothing. I've just missed... You've missed? Yes, missed out. Missed out on buying food. That's what I meant to say, and that's why there's no food here. You saved. But please have a seat by the table. I'll tape.
Words are hard.
But please have a seat by the table. I'll pour her something to drink. That sounds lovely. And may I say, you have a vibrant energy about you today. It is quite endearing. Thank you. Now sit down. Oh, I shall, believe me. I worked all the way here, so my legs are quite sore. Even hearing about her sore legs is somehow interesting. He really is my weakness.
Where did you walk from?
I need to find out if he knows anything.
So he's actually gonna sit there.
A present from my loving husband. The Sinkfoil reminds her of its catcher. He kind of seems to be in good health.
Important note, make sure the plant's in good health, because apparently it's tied to our health as well. Fascinating title. The calendar, date has been reset, no new info. The family photograph. Strange. The jar is no longer an option, because Vold's no longer here.
Nothing of note.
Winter Wonderland. Oh, this has something.
I can't help but to notice the fact that you keep staring out the window. Are you looking for something?
I've forgotten which voice I gave to him. This is definitely not it.
Are you looking for something? Oh no, It's stupid, but I thought I saw someone out there the other night. Is that so? An intruder, perhaps? Should I call the police? No, nothing like that. Just... Don't worry about it. It's probably just my mind doing what it does best. Acting up, seeing ghosts. Wouldn't be the first time, right? Ezra? It's a non-issue, really. Let's just move past it. Very well. What if you change your mind? I know, Charta. I know.
Okay, that didn't change anything. I think Shadow Creature... Oh yeah, Shadow Creature was not a clue, but really feels like it should have been. So that's the window, chandelier. That's the same. The wreath? Oh, this has something. Figured maybe.
The leaf seems very unlike you, my love. It does. So why not to take it down, then? Well, maybe it's me trying to be festive, fighting my inner demons and all that. Why fight when you can embrace? Are you saying I should be thankful for my issues? I'm saying that maybe not all of your perceived demons are things you need to change. Some of them are just you. That's a nice sentiment, Charta, but I don't know. Let's just say I'm too lazy to take it down. Let's do that, then. Your home, your rules, my love.
Okay. Rugs, these were something Vol spoke on. Clothes are the same. The lark's purr seems the same. Oh, the fan has something else too, so I guess Charta gets 3.
Does this old thing still come in handy when the sun arrives? I keep forgetting that I'm supposed to use it for that. It's mostly just
well, lies around. It's quite easy on the eyes. I don't blame you for allowing it to simply spruce up the place. I've never heard you use the word spruce before. Our grandson tells me that I sometimes sound like an old tree when I talk. His words, not mine. In the interest of staying hip, as it were, I decided to add some new words to my vocabulary. I see. And spruce is among the new words because of the wordplay, I assume? Old tree, spruce. Oh. Oh. Would you believe that I didn't realize that until just now? Oh my, that is rich. Dang, I can't believe I thought of a pun before you did. You must be getting old. Quite. But dang, I don't like when you use filthy words, my love. You are above that. Oh, right, sorry. Dang, Ezra. Just getting it out of my system. Fair enough. I like Charta. It's just my shopping list. The warning I found earlier seems to be gone. Maybe I really am losing my mind. Okay, so that's everything looked at. Nothing else to reread through. All that's left to do is speak to Charta himself. Charta, let's talk for a while. Nothing would please me more, my love. Talk about something, use psychic touch to ask about clues. There were some things I wanted to bring up with you. Oh, pre-prepared topics of discussion. I'm quite enjoying this already. About our family, about you and Begonia, about the way I treat others, about our marriage, about my isolation. Once again, in order, about our family. Do you ever regret marrying your way into this terrible family? Terrible, hardly. Being a Casarecce has been the highlight of my life. A sad excuse for a life, then. Ezra, I believe that life, at least to a large degree, is what you make of it. The things you experienced in your childhood and early adulthood were regrettable, to say the least. But now we're here, the two of us, and we have this strange but loving family surrounding us. You are the perfect man, Charta. But when it comes to this, we will never see eye to eye. You are the most important person in the world to me. However, the rest of them, they can all burn for all I care. After all, it's their fault that I can't be around people for longer periods of time. Not even you, as sublime as you are to me. The feelings are too strong, and the shaking and the sweating, and the... You needn't explain, my love. Your feelings for your family are understandably complex, and no one, least of all me, would ever dream of holding that against you. But sometimes, the only way forward is to let things go. I've heard that a million times. I know. And if you choose not to listen, that is your prerogative. My feelings for you won't change. Ever. It is merely advice from a husband to his wife. Right. I appreciate that. That is good to hear. About you and Begonia. When did you realize that you wanted me and not my sister? This again, my love. I need myself needing to hear some reassuring words. I'm having a hard time with myself right now. When talking to her, I can't shake the feeling that the two of you have so much more in common than you and I. So, if you don't mind... Very well. Your sister is a lovely woman. Not off to a great start. Now, be patient. She is a lovely woman, but... Yes, I was gonna say long break there. She isn't you. But that's it. That's all you have to say. Yes. What more needs to be said? Maybe some details? How about this detail? I love you. Fine. About the way I treat others. I know that the way I treat others is quite garbage. Trust. But I thought you didn't like filthy words. It was meant to emulate you, my love. And yes, it's true. Your demeanor is, well, it is what it is, I suppose. Are you ashamed of me? Hmm. There are times when I wish you'd be kinder to those who show kindness to you. But at the same time, no one understands you like I do. I've been by your side all this time, and I've seen every part of you. As such, I know that there's much good in your heart. However deep one must sometimes delve to find it. Right. You are the only person that's easy for me to be nice to. Everyone else just reminds me of things. Bad things. Begonia I can understand, but this contempt for our son and grandson, it's a fair bit harder for me to grasp. I don't fully understand it myself, but the way I feel about them is... It's like there's nothing there. Like they aren't ours, mine. I see. I know that's a horrible thing to think or say, but that's how I feel. Perhaps we should steer this dialogue elsewhere. That's probably for the best, yes. It's a very sad, but technically a real thing that happens. I'm assuming our situation is probably different from like real life situations where that could happen, but that as a postpartum depression symptom that has been known to happen, or there's, I don't remember what, it's like a brain tumor or something like that can form in a certain part of your brain that can like lock off your feelings towards a certain person. It's pretty rare, but it does happen, I think. I don't remember. Anyways, about our marriage. It pains me that I can't remember our wedding. And I shall recall it for you, my love. It was a grand ceremony, with a large number of attendees. Much to your dismay, I should add. That sounds about right. The Casarecce family was bigger then, and with my many relatives there as well. Blah, blah, blah. Suffice to say that it wasn't a cheap affair. Isho wasn't much older than Vol is now when he carried our rings up the aisle. Oh. He did that, did he? Yes. I wish you could remember it, Ezra. It was truly a day to remember, as they say. I suppose I'll have to settle for all the bad memories that my mind has chosen to keep in place of the good ones. Cheer up, my love. Smiles always suited you better. Then why did you marry a woman who almost never smiles? Because when a smile does eventually happen, when the smile does eventually appear, it's always worth it. Dang it. I win again. About my isolation. I know me isolating myself out here has been tough on you. I won't lie and pretend otherwise. I want you to know that I really tried, but it was just too much. Knowing what I know now, I am impressed that you stayed with us for as long as you did. We managed to send Isho off to medical school before you left, so not having to raise him on my own was a huge relief. I can't take much credit for raising him regardless. I mean, I can barely remember his childhood except for some spare, traumatic parts. Right. But you did your best, my love. And in the end, isn't that all we as humans can do? Perhaps so. He turned out well enough, didn't he? Yes, I suppose. Yes, he did. If I had charted her around more, maybe I wouldn't be so angry all the time. But I just can't handle it. The way my body and mind shuts down when others get too close, or when I spend too much time in their vicinity. That's the curse I carry from my younger days. Great, now my dang mind is spewing poetic nonsense. Blah, thanks a lot, husband. Time to go back.
It seems I forgot what I was going to say. If it was important, it would come back to you eventually. I find that to be a reassuring mantra when I lose my train of thought.
Ah! Which I keep messing up lines as Charta. Maybe that accent's just not good. Actually, it's probably just not good, period. I don't know. Not great. Use Psychic Touch.
I can use my abilities to see if there's something hidden behind that handsome exterior. Maybe a secret, maybe a hidden intent, or something else entirely. I'm going to touch you now, husband.
So basically we got a descriptor for the exterior, and we get a different word here for touch you.
As we are wed, I don't believe an announcement for such a thing is really necessary. Oh, right, but I meant... I know. It was merely an attempt to lighten the mood a bit. Do what you have to do. If you believe it's somehow helpful, then I shall oblige. Thank you for understanding. Let's see things for what they really are. I sense love, empathy, loyalty. But what's this? An intense brightness, blinding me with pure white. I've never seen that before. What could it mean? It can't be anything bad, can it? No, there's simply no way. Did you find what you were looking for? I wasn't searching for anything in particular. You weren't. That's awfully cruel if so, seeing as the experience is hardly pleasant for the recipient. You're right. I'm sorry. No matter, it's over and done with now. Shall we get back to talking? Yes, let's do that. I'm sorry, Charta, for being such a nuisance.
That's a new character profile on Charta, so what's it say? Quick sip of my drink. Oops.
Using my touch on him revealed a bright light, a phenomenon I haven't seen before when using my abilities. I'm not sure what it means, but I choose to believe that it's something good.
Unlike the darkness we saw with Vol. Anyways. Oops. Went to put my bottle down and ended up accidentally dropping it in and started rolling away. Ask about clues.
Can you use that beautiful mind of yours to help me make sense of a few things?
Flatter a man like that, and he's wont to do anything you ask. I, of course, am no exception. Ask about the date.
Charta, would you say that I'm often imagining things?
Forgetting things, yes, but imagining them. Occasionally, perhaps.
So, if I were to tell you that I feel like this day keeps repeating itself, what would you say?
I assume you aren't speaking metaphorically.
No.
Well, my love, in this world there are a few constants. And one of them is that no matter how much we may sometimes desire it, time cannot be turned back. Therefore, it is simply impossible for a day to repeat itself. Which is why, if you ask me, we must make the most of what we have here and now.
Right.
Not the answer you were hoping for, I take it.
Well, yes and no, I suppose.
I see. Ask about a warning.
Have you seen someone dressed in white recently?
Oh, that's new. I have not.
You seem very sure.
Yes, there wasn't much thinking needed. White is a color that sticks out to me. That being a fact, I was quite able to quickly surmise that I haven't seen a woman matching the description as of late.
I never said it was a woman.
I believe you did, my love.
Did she?
Hold on. Now I'm curious. You seem very sure. Have you seen... Oh, she did say someone. Okay. You seem very sure. Some holistic description as of late.
I never said it was a woman.
I believe you did, my love.
Did I?
Now, was there anything else? Okay, hold on. Nope, it's, wrong one. Warnings. Charter told me that he hasn't seen a woman in whites, but how did he know that I was looking for a female? I'm certain that I didn't specify gender when asking him. Am I overthinking this? I wonder. A cruel world. What are your thoughts on Cruel World, husband? Why, it's a spectacular painting, no doubt about it. It's a proper shame that we will never find out who this mysterious painter truly was. So much potential lost. It is beautiful indeed. I'm glad that you agree, my love. That it? Okay. Unfortunately, my love, I find myself stumped by this particular topic. A gift of whiskey. Do you enjoy Eau de Savardolier, Charta? You don't remember, my love. It's one of my favorites. We used to drink it together all the time when we were younger. Oh, I can't remember us sharing it, Charta. I'm sorry. It's not your fault, Ezra. It's for the best anyway. The 1986 vintage was discontinued long ago, and that was by far the most prolific year for it. Discontinued? As in impossible to get today? Perhaps not impossible, but definitely improbable. I see. Interesting that we have a bottle of it then. Gift of whiskey. Charlotte told me that the 1986 vintage was discontinued, and as such would be very hard to find now. Curiouser and curiouser. Next up, a family photo. I look so happy in that family photo. Is that a bad thing? It's an odd thing. Maybe it was a special day. Apparently not special enough for me to remember it. At least it came out looking good. Quite good, did it not? Sometimes the reason why isn't as important as enjoying the results. More Charter wisdom I play, I hear. Always, my love. Okay, so nothing new on that one. So we got new stuff on the whiskey, and we got new stuff on a warning. About the sink foil. It appears that I should have thanked Begonia and not you for the sink foil. Oh, you found out about that, did you? Yes, she told me. My apologies, Ezra. I did not mean to fool you. However, her idea was so inspired. I truly wanted you to enjoy that gift at any cost. And if they were given to you by her, then... Yes, I know. I'd turn them into mulch. I appreciate this thought, I suppose. Just don't... Don't lie to me again. I promise. Okay. So we know that wasn't his idea, but that's the gist of our knowledge on that so far. And we did all of the other things there, so I think that's it for Charter now, isn't it? Thank you, Charter. You've been a huge help. The pleasure is all mine, my love. So that's all the clues done. Just to double check. Unfortunately. Okay, so we've spoken to all of them at length now. And we already checked out... Oh, what was that? Stop interrupting. Well, I'm all out of words. Oh, now that's a dreadful thing to consider. I believe that your words are but temporarily blah, resting so as to return later. Beautiful, but also pure nonsense. Poetry, my love, poetry. And yeah, we definitely already did all of the outside stuff too, so I think it's time for him to leave. Is it time to bid my love adieu and restart the time loop? Time to move on. What is it, my love? You have to leave now, Charter. I see. And you're certain that's what you want? Yes. Very well. And as always, I shall be but one phone call away. Thank you. Have a lovely night, Ezra. You too. I guess that's that. Everyone interrogated, but have I learned anything? Something that can help me something that can help me out once time resets. If so, I should try talking to everyone again, annoying as that prospect is. Hint: anything important that you may have missed can still be discovered in future loops. I guess it's time to sleep then. But, my head hurts again. Does that mean... Rewind. Figures. It's a horrible place. Why do I keep seeing it? Stop what you're doing, Ezrebeth. For your own good. Stop searching for me. You will only find misery. Stay right where you are. Stay happy. Happy? You can't seriously believe that I'm... This is the happiest you will ever be. Stop what you're doing. This is your final warning. You... Wait. Stop searching for me. You're the lady in white. Hey, witch! I'm talking to you. You better not ignore. So we have met our lady in white, and we've spoken to her briefly, but, not really much learned out of it other than just stop it. The residents... the residents of Ezrebeth Casareche, heiress to a vast fortune. Sister, wife, mother, grandmother. We had the glitching over the name, but not residence before, I think, right? And recluse by choice. Here we go again. Might as well at least let her in. It looks like as much as it pains me to consider, talking to my dear sister might actually be useful in this particular predicament. Sister dearest, Begonia, please come in. Don't mind if I do. So, has anything changed as far as stuff in the rooms goes? Shopping list, fancy rugs, outside. Date has been reset, no new info. Nothing of note in the drawers. It's a painting titled Cruel World. A present from my loving husband. Okay. It seems like... things that remember. Stranger still. Why am I so happy? Okay, so it seems like it's mostly just going to be the clue things that change in the cycles. Unless something very important pops up in a clue when we can go look at it to get new information in the real world at some point. Sister dearest. Begonia. Ask about clues. Okay, we can't do the whole psychic touch or talk about stuff anymore, so... I have some things I'd like to run by you. And I shall try my best to be of use to you. So these cycles are gonna start going a whole lot faster. Although if we get some important information about, say, the sync foil while we're talking to Charta and we need to, or while we're talking to her, and we need to talk to Charta, and then Charta gets its more, we'll have to go back in the cycle. So we're probably gonna have to do the loop a couple of times, but it's technically gonna be faster. Sure, since we're already here, we're just gonna do her little bits here first. I don't know anything more about that. Do you like this painting, sister? I do. I should burn it then. That seems excessive. As far as I know, this is the only surviving painting drawn by the legendary RT. It would be a shame to get rid of it for such petty reasons. Petty to you, maybe. Do you know anything else about this RT? There's not all that much to know, unfortunately. What's that supposed to mean? No one knows who they truly are. Curiously, no one has ever seen them in the flesh. As a result, many believe that RT might not be a known individual, but rather a pseudonym. Historically, with such occurrences, though, it's often possible to figure out whose alter ego it may be, based on the technique on display in the artwork. With with RT, however, the style is very unique. It's as if their work incorporates the style of several different artists all at once. There's something otherworldly about it almost. No one has ever seen them. How is that even possible? Well, there was one interesting account on the matter, but it's dubious at best. Go on. A young girl who claimed to be an apprentice of our team a long time ago. Apparently this girl had an accident of some sort which left her blinded and in a state of severe psychosis. When found by medical personnel, she kept raving about sights beyond sights and being blessed by glowing white. She died shortly after, praising the greatness of her master RT all the way to the end. How convenient. And what did the police say? Did they suspect foul play? You mean if RT was a suspect in whatever happened to that girl? I don't think so, given that her relationship to them could never be verified. The whole thing has since largely been disregarded as fabrication, lies spoken by a deeply sick individual who adored a famous painter a bit too much. And so ends the mystery of RT, never to be solved. Great. Thanks for nothing then. Okay, that did update about the painting though, as expected. Begonia told me a story about RT's mystery apprentice, a possibly deranged young girl, who in her dying moments claimed to have been blessed by glowing white. Anyways, gift of whiskey. You're quite the drunk, aren't you? I had a drinking problem, yes. Painful as it is to look back on. I bet. So, would you drink a 1987 vintage Eau de Savardolier when you were at your worst? That's toxic rubbish. I must shamefully admit that I probably would, yes. You were that far gone, dear sister. Yes. Does that amuse you? Greatly. Family photo. I don't know anything more. Nothing more. Double check these ones just in case. Family photo. I don't know anything more. And I don't know anything more. Okay, so we got updated info on a cruel world and just a little bit of text about the gift of whiskey, but nothing actually new as for on either of those fronts. A lot of queries, so it would seem. I need to do some things, but feel free to stand around. I shall take you up on that offer. After all, I'm just glad to be here. Give me a break. Anyways, it's hanging there, provoking me with cheerfulness. In fact, I can't even remember doing so. So, that's everything that we can do here again, right? No new normal dialogues, and we've done all the new clue stuff. Most things were just, oh, we have nothing new to say. So, I guess that's that. Let's send her on her way, because there's nothing else I can do. It's time for you to leave, Begonia. I don't have any further use for you right now. Oh, I see. That's a strange way of putting it, I understand. Okay, so it seems like some of the welcome ins and the get outs seem to be more or less the same on every run. Yes, well, get out of here already. Happy holidays, dear sister. Now to await the next visit. Just like clockwork. Let them in, because might as well. And then we're gonna stop and save here. Dearest son and grandson, please come in. Salutations and let me know. Thank you. Ugh. Hold on, I think that might have actually been slightly different, but I sort of spammed through it because I didn't think about it. It seems like it's probably fine. Photograph, strange, stranger still. Grandson seems taken to it. Nothing of note. I'm just gonna click around real quick, see if anything jumps out and changes just from looking at all this stuff. Doesn't seem like it. Yeah, I think we're all set. So next time we're just going to go back through the clues that these two can give us. We should start rocking through the days a whole lot faster now. But for right now, I was about to hit F5 so I could look at my player character. That's not this game. After 2 months of Tentura, I get Minecraft Tentura. I guess I kinda got stuck on it. Anyways, I want to thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed as much as I have, and I hope to see you next time. So, without further ado, take care, everybody. So, once again, I want to thank everyone so much for watching, and we need to make a special thank you to the members of the channel, the Gaming Tornado and Yamato Tanagura. Thank you both so much for your supports, and yeah, words. Words are hard. That's literally the members, what I called the members for right now for some reason. Any good ideas for what to change that to? Please leave them down below. That is just a placeholder. Anyways, for real now, thank you once again, and take care, everybody.